Hello, this is the 24th September 1995. Good to see you. If you like these channels, please subscribe me. And I'm reading the news. It is about American and Trump airs his grievances at the United Nations. Your countries are going to hell. He accused environmentalists of wanting to kill all the cows. He personally insulted the Muslim mayor of London. He bats ideas and throws across the globe. He questioned whether the United Nations should even exist. What is the purpose of the United Nations? President Trump asked a gathering of the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday in a Mandarin 56-minute speech that extended nearly 4 times as long as he allotted time limit. I'm really good at this stuff, Mr. Trump said. Your countries are going to hell. In his remarks, Mr. Trump lectured the United Nations and other countries about how they were failing and aired a list of grievances. Those included but were not limited to malfunctioning escalator at the United Nations. He's not winning a renovation contract at the United Nations during his time as a real estate developer. Windmills, other countries' immigration policies, which he claimed were leading them to ruin, and the way Brazil is being run. Soon after his speech, Mr. Trump made news in another forum. In a social media post, he made a stunning pibble on Ukraine, saying the country, which, with the support of Europe, was in a position to fight and win all the Ukraine back in its original form. His declaration, a welcome development to European alliance, was made shortly after a meeting in New York with President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine. But what appeared to be a major foreign policy shift in the afternoon came only after a lengthy morning lecture by the American president. The White House had built Mr. Trump's address to the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly as a chance for the president to lay out his vision for how America should wield its power abroad. But Mr. Trump's day did not start well. An escalator. He was riding on broke as he entered the building, and his teleprompter malfunctions earlier in his speech. The White House accused United Nations staff of potentially attempting to sabotage him. While he appeared to be reading from prepared remarks, he often brought into lives. There was some policy discussed. He announced a new effort to enforce the Biological Weapons Convention that would use artificial intelligence verification, and said he wanted a cessation of the development of nuclear weapons. Mr. Trump also issued a new warning that the United States military would continue to play the role of judge, and executioner in killing suspected drug smugglers operating in international waters. We will blow you out of existence. He warned anyone moving drugs out of Venezuela. But he spent nearly a quarter of his speaking time attacking efforts to address climate change. Mr. Trump undermined the scientific consensus on climate change, saying it was made by stupid people. He celebrated the United States withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord and clean, beautiful coal. He talked about American energy experts and adding that the United States has been taken advantage by much of the world, but not anyone anymore. And Mr. Trump called climate change the greatest conjure ever perpetrated on the world, and claimed environmentalists are out to eliminate American cows. No more cows. We don't want cows anymore. I guess they want to kill all the cows, Mr. Trump said. He briefly turned to the topic of religion, falsely claiming that Muslim leaders in the West are planning to institute Sharia law while proclaiming Christianity to be the most persecuted religion on the planet. According to the White House, Mr. Trump had always planned to target globalist institutions in his speech. Since taking office, he has made drastic change to American approach to foreign policy. He has largely eschewed the use of non-military soft power, severely cutting foreign aid and dismantling the United States Agency for International Development. He has declined to pay for more aid to help Ukraine fight off Russia's invasion or try to put any limits on Israel's broadened military combat in Gaza. As he has told strongmen leaders of other countries that the United States would no longer sit in judgment of them. Several close United States allies issued or amounted to a reprimand this week of his goal in a long vision, joining most of the United Nations body in recognizing Palestine as a state and risking the eye of the president, who has adamantly opposed much of a move. The president, for his part, has made it clear he wants little to do with much of the United Nations mandate. He has withdrawn the United States from the United Nations Human Rights Council and ordered a review of America's role in the organization. The Trump administration clawed back $1 billion in funding for the United Nations and informed Congress of its intent to cut another $1 billion, adding to a funding shortfall at the United Nations. But at the same time, Mr. Trump has inserted America into peace negotiations in conflicts across the globe. including the war in Gaza. The president has also shown a willingness to use a quick show of force, as he did when he ordered airstrikes on Iran nuclear facilities. Mr. Trump, who is in open pursuit of a Nobel Peace Prize, trumpeted his role in bringing about several peace agreements of ceasefire during his speech, including a deal between Armenia and Azerbaijan and Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Then he argued he was doing as a side job when the United Nations should settle in all cases. The United Nations did not even try to help in any of them, he said, adding that all I got from the United Nations was an escalator on the way up and stopped it right in the middle. He claimed that all the United Nations started Israel's strongly worded letter and speak in empty words. It is said I had to do these things instead of United Nations doing them, he said. Still, the reaction to Mr. Trump's bashing of the United Nations and other countries was muted. Long ago was the day when he was opening Dutch at his chamber. His speech was greeted with polite applause. Afterwards, world leaders clamored to meet with him one-on-one, a format in which the American president is known to be less well-in-course and more accommodating. In addition to meeting with Mr. Zelensky, Mr. Trump also met with President Javier Milei of Argentina and Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Commission. He then attended a joint meeting with the leader of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Turkey, Pakistan, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, and Jordan. During his speech, Mr. Trump bashed the U.S. allies who were recognizing a Palestine state. He said those countries should instead unite around a message to Hamas: release the hostages now. Thanks for listening, and I admire that Mr. Trump wants to pursue a Nobel Peace Prize, but I want to say to him, he needs to work in hard, and then he may well get the Nobel Peace Prize. If he has the peace in his sight, then he will treat the people good, no matter it is like the people stay in the American or stay in other countries. He is the seated in the American president. It is because of the sitting, not because of he is Trump, because American president has the power to do the things, and because Americans take advantage from all over the world, and then they make the efforts, and they should do something for the United Nations, for the globals, for our earth, make better and better. That is from my comments and opinions. Anyway, I hope your life is peace and powerful, and enjoy it, and thank you. And if you like, subscribe me or comments, you can comment anything, and I would love to receive your comments and subscribe, please, and thank you. Have a good day.